95 topic is hold your vision accountable. It's not what a vision is, says Robert Fritz. It's what a vision does. What does what does your vision do? Does it give you energy? Does it make you smile? Does it get you up in the morning when you're tired? Does it take you that extra mile? A vision should be judged by this criteria. The criteria of power and effectiveness. What does it do? Robert Fritz is a widely quoted in the Peter Senge business masterpiece, The Fifth Discipline. The Fifth Discipline. Fritz is a former musician who has taken the basic principles of creativity in music composition and applied them to creating successful professional life. Life gets good, he argues, when we get clear on what we want to create. Life gets good when we get clear on what we want to create. Most people spend most of their waking hours trying to make problems go away. This lifelong crusade to solve one's problem is a negative and reactive existence. It sells us short and leaves us at the end of the life or at the end of the day with the best, the double negative feeling of fear problems. This lifelong crusade to solve one's problem is a negative and reactive existence. It sells us short and leaves us at the end of the life with the best double negative feelings of fear problems. There is a profound difference between problem solving and creating. Fritz point out in the path of least resistance. There is a profound difference between problem solving and creating that Fritz points out in the path of least resistance. Problem solving is a taking action to have something go away. Problem solving is taking action to have something go away. The problem. And the creating is taking action to have something come into being, the creation. Creating is taking action to have something come into being. Most of us have been raised in a traditional of problem solving and have little real exposure of creating process. Most of us have been raised in a traditional of the problem solving and have a little exposure to the creating process. Step 1 is the creative process. Step 1 in the creative process is having a vision of what you want to create. Step 1 in the creative process is having a vision of what you want to create. Without this vision, there is no way to create. Without this vision, there are only problems eliminating, which is the double negative. It's impossible to feel positive about a life based on double negative. So, the way to alter your thinking is to notice when you are drifting into what do I want to get rid of and mentally replace that thinking with what do I want to bring into being. When Fritz says that we have been raised in the tradition of problem solving, he is almost understanding it. We are programmed and wired to think that way every day. We are programmed and wired to think that way every day. Notice the thinking of people as they approach a challenge. Notice the thinking of people as they approach the challenge. Here's what I hope doesn't happen, one will say. Here's what I hope doesn't happen, one will say. Well, here's how you can avoid it, that else will hopefully say. Well, here's how you can avoid that. Someone else will helpfully say. The only problem we have is this. A third person will say. Attempting to make a meeting seamless frightening. Attempting to make a meeting seems less frightening. Notice that nowhere was there a question. What would we like? What would we like to bring into being as a result of this meeting? What would we like to bring into being as the result of this meeting? Whether the situation is as small as meeting or as large as your life, your whole life, the most useful question you can ask yourself is, what do I want to bring into my life? What do I want to bring into my life? It's a beautiful question because it makes no reference to a problem or obstacles. It's a beautiful question because it makes no reference to problems or obstacles. It implies pure creativity. It implies pure creativity. It puts you back on the positive side of life. My friend Steve Hardison made an observation about self motivation that I have always remembered and agreed with. It's just one thought, he said. Motivational teachers repeat it many different way. The motivational teachers repeat it many different way, but it's just one thought. It's a binary system. Are you on or are you off? Are you positive or are you negative? Are you creating or are you reacting? Are you on or are you off? Are you life or are you death? Are you day or are you night? Are you in or are you out? Is you is or is you aren't? And there is nothing more motivational to flip your binary search on than clear vision on what it is that you really want. What it is that you really want. What do you want to bring into being? It doesn't matter what that vision is. It doesn't matter what that vision is and how often it changes. It only matters what that vision does. If your vision isn't getting you up in the morning, then make up another one. Keep at it, keep at it, keep at it until you develop a vision that's so colorful and clear that it puts you in the action just to think about it. It puts you in the action just to think about it. Thank you.